my hat's getting up in the cards. Hey, hey. The point of my hat's going up into the cards. I heard some scratching around and I thought, is there a mouse in here? It was my hat in the cards. Ain't right, y'all. I am not right. Crazy woman that I am. Dina, you're here. Are you getting ready to take off? You leaving in about an hour or so? I'm doing great. Great as always, especially when I see you and the gang. Hey, sweet Becky. Sweet Dina and sweet Becky. How are you ladies? What you up to? What you drinking? What you working on? How's the weather? Hey, Dora Beth, and there's my Pat. Pat called me a while ago, y'all. I got to hear my sweet Pat Dancer on the phone. Here's my Dora Beth, honey. I hope you feeling good. Oh, you're not leaving till in the morning. Oh, I don't know why I thought you were leaving this evening. Oh, okay. Well, good. Then we got you. We got Dina. Okay, Suzanne's here. Doorbell says, hey, are you squirrels? Pat's telling Dina and Becky, howdy do. And Dina says, I'm a New Yorker, born and raised. So me, sweet? You're going to be like Mama Swift and say I'm not sweet. So I call her, oh, PM. That's all right. Oh, okay, PM. Okay, that's what I thought you were going tonight. Okay, so I was right. Crochet Nana Michelle's in the house. Cheers and tables, like Mama would have said. I dropped this. My little label that it's looking kind of icky and leaving icky. That's just honey. It's just honey. Black currant burst. I'm having some technical difficulties. I think I'm going to have to take my hat down like this. Yeah, but right before I went on live, I had my hat sticking straight up. And I was looking at this stuff, so I wasn't paying any mind to what. And I heard some scratching sounds, and I thought, there's a mouse in here. It was just my hat on the cards. I was so glad. You put new meaning to be. I got you. Blank on wheels. You put the pedal to the metal. You better be careful, girlfriend. Pat says, Dina, I saw your funny elf video, but it said comments turned off. I bet you had it labeled for kids, didn't you? Pat and Becky are two of your biggest fans on YouTube. I've been trying to get back at this, and you see, I still got to finish this scarf and get started on the other one. I had running around to do today, so. Dina, if you did you not label it for kids? I know when I labeled some of my readings way back when there was all that COPA, whatever thing going on and everybody kind of freaked out. I labeled some of my readings for children, even though they really weren't for kids. And they cut off the comments for those. Hey, Denny, how are you? Becky says, yes, love your YouTube channel, Dina. Dina said she didn't know why I bet that's what, did you have kids in the video? You skipped the labeling part? Well, then YouTube had to have done it. I don't know. Denny's going, I'm glad she's got eyes out on somebody else. Denny, did you see my cards? I had a confession in there. I had a confession in there, and your name was mentioned by me. Crochet Nana says when I put up Olivia's video, it automatically blocked comments until you went on your laptop to fix it. Yeah. Hey, Miss Barb, Whisper SDIs, Barb in the Netherlands. Denny. Hadn't planned on it, but I went out and about today because I needed more of these that I wouldn't need if I would finish some stuff and get them off my needle. But this is what I got at Hobby Lobby. 2 clearance needles and 2 brand new cakes that I just saw Bod had. And I only spent $15 and something. I got a really good deal, I think. And I went to Hobby Lobby, Danny, and I got out of there owing $2.56 because I got another pack of needles at Hobby Lobby and did my 40% off. So $3.99 ended up being $2.56. Hey, Mary Webb and Quilty. She sees nothing, knows nothing. These are 2 different ones. And I loved both of these when Crystal Bod was showing them. I said, oh, I like that one. I like that one. This is champagne. It's a little bit lighter. And this one is almond ginger, a little bit darker, but basically the same colors. So they're going to go in a project together. And I spent $15.32 for both of these and 2 circular needles. I think that's a fantastic deal. These had been $9.99 and I got them for $4.40. And the needles, I got one of them for $2.95 and the other for $2.57. So, yay! Yeah, Denisha is Denny. That's right, Miss Pat. That is correct. Now, let me go see what I missed. Let's see. Okay, everybody's saying hey to each other. And Dina said, no, the one Avery's in, they didn't turn off the comments. Okay. Quilty says, good afternoon, everyone. Hope all is well. And you know that's Linda. Flower Tammy's in the house. She said she watched my interview today. Oh, I haven't even seen it. I forgot to look. The first one was probably even better, but it got her server went Ronnie. Crochet by Night. If you want to see the interview she did with me, go to Crochet by Night. And that's our Veronica, who goes by Ronnie. And Denny says, GrannyDee, I see nothing. She got her monkeys up. And Becky Dorian said, beautiful yarn, love it. And Michelle said, uh-oh, Granny's going to get a whooping. Denny said she didn't see it. Mary Webb's here. And Flower Tammy said, pretty colors. Mary Webb said, Granny Awa and the Squirrel Squad. She's called me that since we were at Jen's, and her husband named me that. Yeah, it was great prices, Becky, on the needles and on that yarn, I thought, since it's, the yarn has just come out. Denny says, Michelle, it's a lost cause. Oh, mercy. She just likes to pick on me, Michelle said. That's what Danny does too. She likes to be fresh. She said, hey, Jennifer Groovy Simpson and Brenda the newbie crocheter, Becky Bramlett's in the ads, but I'm on the TV. And Freaky, you're finally home. Hooray! Linda said somebody explained to Dee what FO means. Oh, mercy. Crafty Grandma Gina's in the house. Yay, I've been missing you, girl. Oh, mercy. FO, Becky Dorian said, FO for me is forever project. Amen. Whisper said, great deal, but you seriously need to finish stuff. I do. But I'm doing better. Look, here's my first Advent scarf. This is days 1 through 12, and I only have to just finish this little bit, which I should have done last night. Oh, thank you. Crafty Grandma Gina put the link up. If you want to see my interview, check that out. Hey, Lashira, Susan Romanelli, Genevieve, Sandra's here, my neighbor in South Carolina. She says, definitely a retail therapy addiction. It is. It is. Crotchety said, that's a good one at Becky Dorian. And Brenda was saying, hey. And Jennifer was saying, hey. Granny. Denny says, Freaky, come on over and sit over here. Freaky, go sit by Danny. Dina's saying, hey to everybody. How's everybody doing? Pat says, hey to Crotchety Clogger and gave her a flower. Hook me up with Crochet Christie's here. Howdy, 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 she says. And Dina says, like, subscribe, and share. And Dina says she's got iced coffee in her cup. I got my Mama Swift tea down here. And it is, today's flavor is blackcurrant burst. But I mix my zinger with it, my raspberry zinger. And I put a pack of lemon in it. Oh, it's so tangy. It's so good. It's like a little fruit party in your mouth. Shira said hey to everybody and to me. Gina put up that link for my interview. Susan says hey to everybody. Becky said, where did I get this yarn, the new yarn? Michael's. Michael's has the new marbled cakes. If you, I saw them first with Crystal just a day or two ago. Hey, Linda from the barn. Jeanette Maxwell. She got all the colors, I think, or all that she could get. And ours had several other colors, but when they were showing the colors, when Crystal and Mr. Bod were showing them, I picked these two out. So this one's champagne. It's a little bit lighter, but it's basically about the same colors. And this one's almond ginger. But I think they're going to be a poncho, and I was going to put like light at the top and dark at the bottom, but I think I'll mix them up and do so many rows of this and so many rows of that. That would probably look better. Crafty Grandma Gina's saying thanks to all. Let me get back here and try to catch up. Freaky said FO is frosted over. That's about right. Genevieve says hey to all of you, and GrannyDee, my lovely, and you, my lovely. Freaky says, so you're 2 days behind on this scarf? Yeah, looky here. Really 3. Because these 2 colors, this is the one. This was, 3 days ago? This was day before yesterday, and this was yesterday. No. Yesterday today. So day before yesterday, I guess. I'm not as far as I thought I was, maybe. And y'all were telling me what you're having to drink, and I'm missing it. But this is a cranberry color. You know, my colors don't show up right on here. And this color is called Mercury. And it's like a platinum kind of color. So those are sitting on my furls, but this one's almost finished. So I'm going to have two nice length scarves that are going to some of my podcasting friends who have helped me out. And I've got so many more, and I want to get some happy mails out to you guys in the new year. That's your favorite brand of yarn. The Karen Cakes or the Shapias. I have to go back and look and see. Let's see here what all is going on. See, I got that. Crotchety said be right back, and she's probably back by now. Oh, I got that. LaShira said hey to everybody and good afternoon to me. Crafty Grandma Gina's put my link up a few times. Hey, V's in the house, and Jaxie May. And Lisa Wild Woman's here. Yeah, several of the mods are putting that interview was done yesterday afternoon by Veronica. She goes by Ronnie Crochet by Night. Hey, Karen Y, thank you so much for the card. All of you who sent me cards, thank you so much. These are the first ones that went up, and I got today's pile sitting right here, but I did a squirrel and squirrel mail for them. It ended up being in 2 parts because I got cut off for the first one for some reason. I have no idea. And let's see who else is here. Dina said she's knitting puppets and washcloths and dishcloths. Let's see. Quilty's laughing at Freaky. Folks saying hey to each other. Gina said thank you all for the prayers. They worked and all the tests came back. No cancer. Thank you, Jesus. Woo! For Crafty Grandma Gina. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, let's see. Brenda said on my phone before was on her laptop. Jeanette was saying hey to me and everybody. And Freaky said, that's great news, Gina. Linda said, hey, Dee, I forgot you're an hour ahead of me. No school today, so you got to stop by. I'm so glad. Whisper, who is Barb, says Coke Zero in her cup. Quilty said, Gina, great news. Folks saying hey to each other. Gina saying thanks to all. Linda said, of course, black coffee for me. And Quilty's having that too. Suzanne was saying wonderful to Gina's good news. I think we would all say that. And I think a lot of you did. And Whisper said, that's your favorite brand. I guess you're talking about Lion Brand then. You probably said down here. Ronnie's here. Crochet by Night. Hey, Sarah May. Thank you for the card. They have already told me I missed my own interview. And she told me when it was going up. But I just been trying to catch up with things. And haven't, so I'll be doing that. Barbara's here from her little corner of Kentucky. Jaxie says, chickadee! And V said, hey, LOL, sweet GrannyDee, and to all in this awesome chat group. Ricky says, hello to Mary Ann, the crotchety clogger, and everybody. Becky Dorian's drinking Coke. Lisa's saying hey to me and hey back, sweet wild woman. Angel of Dragonfly Crocheting Things is here. Hey, sweetie. Roseanne, I haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, my goodness. And Ursula's here. Yay, yay, yay. And there's Chris. Let me see who else. And I'm so tickled, Karen Wine, everybody's here. And Freaky finally learned when to come home. It says right now there is more of my nose in the cup than tea. You think you need a refill? I bet you do. Gina keeps putting up the link, and thank you so much. Becky said, I think I have enough pot holders and dishwash rags done for Christmas presents. Now back to her gentle waves, Afghan. That sounds good. Linda saying hey to Lisa. She says she's still working on her Bobble Lines baby blanket. That sounds interesting. And Brenda's putting, who you putting on your prayer list, honey? Thank y'all. Thank you, Karen, for saying I'm welcome. We could keep going on that. Roseanne said, just stopped in to say, hey, you've been gone for a while. I know, and it's so good to see you. Oh, thank you, Miss Brenda. There's a super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'm just about caught up, maybe. Ursula says, hey, GrannyDee and everyone, just saying hello and goodbye. It's way after midnight, so she's on her way to bed. Have a lovely Tuesday, because it's Tuesday where she is in South Africa. Sarah May's making supper, so she's got us on the TV. Quilty says she went for her booby smash today. Oh, bless her heart. And I just got a letter saying it's time for me to go next month. But I swear it seems like I just had it earlier in the fall, but I reckon they know. And mine always, so far, thank you, Jesus, comes out good, because my mother did have breast cancer. She was a breast cancer survivor. It was contained in a milk duct, and all they had to do was a lumpectomy, and she did have to have radiation. But then that's all, and she was fine. I mean, she lived well beyond, I think, 15 years. What got her was not that, was something else. Hey, Tammy Cook. And my sissy's here. Hey, Miss Teresa Patton Sissy. Katrina's Crochet World, easy for me to say. And Amy's here. Well, looks like I'm not ever going. I might have to leave it. Oh, wait a minute. Crochet by Night said, GrannyDee, several non-YouTuber people watched your video today and have been asking about my bracelets. Great. Great, great, great. And I think you said you were going to link them in your video, so that's wonderful. I've been getting little checks, little commission checks from, not little, I mean, $20 here and there, or almost, from Darn Good Yarn and from Sashka occasionally. It's always a surprise, but that's great. Great, great, great. Yes, that was a great news, Gina. Terrific news. Tammy says, hey to everybody. She's eating and listening. If I missed what you said, you can come back and tell me, because I missed Katrina's health things. Is that Katrina? Do we need to put you on the prayer list? Christy says she's making a happy birthday triangle shawl, and she don't even like triangles or triangles. Hey, Miss Monda, sweet thing, how are you? I hope better. Triple C's in the house. Hey, honey. Thank you so much. If y'all aren't going to Triple C's in the morning, I've been mentioning it several times. Dana, can you tell? It used to be Monday through Friday, but I think you're doing Monday through Thursday now. Is that right? And something else on Friday mornings? And that's at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Triple C has a craft hour. And today, oh yeah, Whisper, that is Sheep G's, not Sheep G's. Looks like Sheep G's, pronounced Shapias. Am I right? Heard it was a Dutch word, and you might have even been the one who told me how to say it. It was you or Wilma or somebody. And Linda said, Christy, happy birthday, Triangle Show. And Pat said, whisper, yes, you got it. Monda's doing great. I'm doing just, I was doing any better. Y'all couldn't stand me or I couldn't stand myself. Every time I get on here, something else comes up. Thank you. I think I shook for Brenda, right? Let's see. I better keep this going. Gina's in North Dakota now, she said. Oh, somebody said something. Yeah, it's a Dutch brand. Right. Yeah. Is that the brand you were saying you like? Yeah. Brenda's going to have a live tomorrow at 3. And is that Eastern? And she says, giveaway. Oops, I missed something. Giveaway video will be posted soon. Yay. And V saying, don't forget the thumbs. Triple C said, thank you, Granny. Monday through Friday. Okay. And I'm not there. Oh, thank you, Angel of Dragonfly Crocheting Things. That's so sweet. Honey, I can't be anything but me. So y'all just have to put up with me. You go through a lot of the katana yarn. And I've got their a box of their acrylic also. It's either stone washed or river washed. I'm gonna have to find that box too. Let's see. I keep losing my place. There's 48 in the house. 36 of these. We need to catch up a little bit. Pat says, Angel, you're an angel. Oh, y'all are my buddies and my angels. And I get to go see my sissy tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Sissy, how's the forecast looking? I'm planning on gassing up in the morning and heading your way. They've got both of those stone washed and river. Yeah, and there's also a cotton acrylic blend, you think? I got whatever Hobby Lobby had because I just figured I would get it there, use my 40% coupon when the yarn's not on sale, and then I wouldn't have to pay any shipping or any, that. Debbie Graybert's here. Hey, honey. Christy says, here's the link to the Happy Birthday Shawl tutorial by Fiber Flux. And I guess she's going to put the link up there next. I think she must have hit that space bar or something before she got to the link. What if y'all didn't tell me what you're drinking, what are you? Or if you didn't tell me what you're working on, what are you? And I've got some other questions for you before we get to the Christmas trivia. If we get to the Christmas trivia, we'll just see. Oh, you put the link up first and I missed it. Okay. I was telling Miss Pat when she called a while ago, she said, do you really go back and read all the comments that I always tell y'all if I miss it, I go back and see them on the replay. And yes, I really do. I might not remember it 5 minutes after I read it, but I do. Karen the Yarn Addict's in the house, and Pat Frazier, and Lynette, and Mimi. Hey. Hey. Looks like I done missed a bunch of y'all. And Gina said she finally started crocheting again after 4 months. Dina's having iced coffee. Sissy said sorry to whoever she missed, but she's feeding her face. Denny's on black cardigan number 3. And that's all of the black ones you've got to do, right, Den? I'm so glad, Gina, that you finally started crocheting again. And Mimi said, coffee, French vanilla creamer, and knitting ornaments. I used to always make at least one ornament a year and put the date on it. It was like cross stitch back in my married days. And Miss Gina's making a sweater for her grandson. Jen Reeves is here. I didn't say it. Folks are still saying hello, hello. And hey, Yankee Christina Anderson's in the house. Brenda says she's starting the collar on her grandson's cardigan. There's Karen telling folks hello. She's so sweet to do that. She names everybody by name. You know, I once had a principal, not that I worked for, but he was principal when I was a kid in elementary school. Ended up being the school where I finished out my teaching career, the last 15 plus years of it. But he knew every kid's name in the school. Granted, it wasn't a huge school, but he was an older man, so I thought that was pretty good. Sandra says it's 60 degrees in South Carolina, and she's having coffee with caramel. Gotta look down here, it got away from me. And she's working on a blanket. And Linda from the Yarn Barn said she's going to start a pullover sweater from the crafting shed tomorrow. She's going to be using red heart in turquoise, like turquoise. That's a pretty color. And let's see. Triple C calls Mimi Cat Do Grandma. I think Joe does too. And Mimi says she's doing great. And I'm so glad. That is one sweet lady. And Dana says she's testing a Scooty pattern. Oh, what I was going to say about Dana, you want to come to her craft hours. If you're awake at 9 o'clock, and even if you aren't, you might want to set a clock. She went over with us today about how to read crochet pattern, you know, sort of the beginning of it. And she even asked us what pattern we wanted to use. And I wanted to see, she gave us her new earrings. I think they're called Guardian Angel earrings. And if y'all don't have that pattern, I'm sure it's probably doesn't cost much. But I cannot wait until I got some things off my plate. It may be after Christmas till I can make them. But I want to just make them out of some regular worsted weight maybe first. Or maybe not worsted weight, but the thin yarn. But then I want to make them out of some shiny stuff. I think that'll be so pretty. Denny says, yes, last of the black sweaters. And then she wants to make 2 more later on in black, Denny. And, oh, Mama Swift is here. Did I miss Mama Swift? Or did I say hey to her? I do remember saying I was drinking my Mama Swift. Jaxie says, crap, your phone doesn't want to spell it right. She was curious, so she went to, we know what you mean, Shapias. They say it Schlapies. Well, they don't know how to say it either. Well, maybe I'm not saying it right, but that's how I'm going to say it. And Barb Whisper, who is in the Netherlands, said Shapias has a few sounds that are not in the English language. So maybe the way I'm saying it is the closest I can get. Crotchety's putting up a link to Dana's Craft Hour, or her channel. And she's got some great things. We made scrunchies for her hair one time. You know, she does little projects that she can do within the hour. Or maybe if it's something longer, she could do it in parts. Actually, I'm actually really close. Am I too close? I'm up a little bit because my hat was running into my... Oh, are you talking about close with... close with how I say it? I gotcha. I'm so thick sometimes. I thought, well, I am sitting right up in your grill. Becky says 43 here in her neck of the woods of Georgia with a wind chill of 36. No wonder you're cold. It was raining cats and dogs here where, well, you know, I'm in Faith, North Carolina, and Sissy, Teresa Patton's just like 30 minutes south. So she was experiencing it too. Okay, thank you, Barb. And Gina's saying where she is. Dana, Dana, you said it. Dana's a great crafter and a blessing. She says the best prayers. And Pat says, Dina, please let us know when you get to New York. Yes, so we won't be worried. And if you would, I'll put, oh no, I froze. To have travel mercies. She's going to be leaving where she is. And no, Jamie, but you got to be here. You're not in a privileged life. A lot of I really wrenched a whole lot of people, made a lot of people moderators because, and you're not the only one. There's several. And if you come for a while, we might wrench you too, except that YouTube did that before I knew that YouTube sort of looks kind of at channels that have a whole lot of moderators, maybe a little suspect, like why do they have that many? And I did have a flood. I had some problems with some trolls at one time, and I had a knee-jerk reaction, and that's kind of how that happened. But Dana, the only reason I don't make it to yours sometimes on Friday is because for more than a year I've been going to Krista at the Secret Yarnery, but I am going to try to I'll try to go back and catch your replays. I will be there with bells on Monday through Thursday, and if she's ever not on, then and Whisper saying, nah, Jamie, there are plenty without the wrench. They might just not be here right now, but yeah. Dina says she's leaving tonight at 8 p.m., stopping at a Bible museum tomorrow in Washington, D.C., and spending the night. Oh, good. So you'll be kind of breaking the trip up. I like to do that too. When I used to go way down south to New Orleans, Louisiana to visit my eldest daughter lived there for 10 years. We would spend the night in Opelika, Alabama, which we had never heard of in our lives before until we figured out that was about halfway. Let's see, I'm missing everything that some of y'all are saying. Hey, Dusty Cat. Charmed Grammy says, Dee, how far? I'm about 5 hours from Myrtle Beach. Or 4. I think it's about 200 miles. Just depends on how fast my pedal gets to the metal, I guess. What's the name of the new yarn? Oh, okay, Debbie. I'm sorry. I did show it fast. I was thinking maybe y'all had all caught it when Crystal Bod showed it. I'll pick it up in just a minute. Butterfly Dreams Crochet with Jeannie says hello to me and everybody else. She said she's late, but she's here. That's all that counts. Hey, Vanessa, I missed you, darling. I'm so sorry. Michelle Sleeper's here, listening and working. YT needs to do something about the troll trains that bug lives. You know, I've, knock on wood, been doing pretty good so for a while. You don't have any yet? Well, I really went crazy one time and got too many. Angel of Dragonfly says she's got me on the big screen. Oh no. So she can talk to hubby. Okay, I know I miss Crotchety said she's not far from Myrtle. She's pretty, yeah. Marianne, what are we about? Hey, Jeanette, DOY. What are we, about 45 minutes to an hour away from each other? Here's Mama Swift saying good afternoon, sweetheart. Hugs and kisses. Hey, my darling. You doubt they will try You mean look at a doubt they will try. I look mean at some gigantic tool. Oh, the gigantic, gotcha. All the blue in here. I heard you. Butterfly said, when you were saying Opelika, Alabama, I wasn't far from you. You're in Selma. Yeah, we stayed there a couple times before. 45 minutes, Marianne. Okay. 45 minutes away. That's, I'm probably on. Hey, Kitty Glass. There's Yarn Geek's mama. Let me pick up this yarn again before I forget it. This is Karen. It's the newest cake. They're marble cakes. And I just picked them up today, and what a deal I got. And that's what they both are. This one, the darker one, is almond ginger, but really they both practically have the same colors in it. This one's just lighter, and this one is champagne. It says they're a size 4, but I think they almost look like they could be a 5. And there's 404 yards in each. Whisper says she's about a 10 hours flight away. Pat says, Dina, she's glad you're stopping in between. Send her a text if you can. And Mama Swift, Linda, feel the same. It's just going to take time. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah. I'm going to have to talk to my Mama Swift about what's been wrong with her. Hey, Carrot Boo. You love you some marble cake. Thank you so much. Ooh, I forgot to do this for Jill the other day. She gave me a $20 super chat, and I was sitting here. I acknowledged it, but I forgot to do that. I probably forgot some other ones too, but y'all know how I am. Yeah, Mimi Cat Do is here, or she was. And Hook Me Up with Christy says she wants to try the new Shaw and a Ball Fab. I know. But you have to wait until they go on sale. Yeah. When we've been getting such good deals on the other. Well, what's the difference? Is it just like a bonus bundle, Christy? I haven't really checked into it. But I got both of these. 2 clearance needles, all for $15, and this is at Michael's. $15.32. I ended up only paying $4.40 a piece for these. Jaxie says, Wonder Twin. Let's see. Oh, I got that. Is Butta Joe in the house? Or is that V call? Oh, that's V calling. V calls Dana Joe. No, it's a different kind of Shaw and a Ball. Okay, I wondered. And Karen says, Yarn Addict with Karen said, Christy, they look great, and she's waiting on them to go on sale too. Yep, so I got these for $4.40 a piece, and then the knitting needles, which are just the ones they used to have, their loops and thread brand that they are clearancing out. One was $2.57 and the other was $2.95. I got whatever the deal was. And then I got a teacher 15% off too. Even being a retired teacher, we get little perks. And y'all, I went to Hobby Lobby and came out with just this. And used my 40% off for a $3.99 item. But it's okay because you can use them over and over again. Dusty Cat said, hey, V, thanks for the trip to Walmart. She's been trying to do comparison for the pricing between Canada and the U.S. Yes, Dina, just post yesterday's. Hey, Maribel. Oh, got my hair. Okay, I got some questions for y'all. And I stole this, but it's okay. You know how we borrow things. Susan Romanelli says, your Dollar Tree finally got yarn, bought enough to start next year's hats for charity. Yay! I love the Dollar Tree Premier Just Yarn and Just Cotton. Even they're just twine. I don't know if you saw the Holly pineapple couple, but Holly and her Mr. Pineapple were answering these questions. Oh, okay, Karen. We'll have a little break between me and Yarn Addict with Karen. Y'all know every Monday night, and I forget it, Karen, so thank you for telling me. Hey, Wendy Bell. Kim got a new groove. What? So I'm borrowing their questions, but you ought to watch it if you didn't. It's cute. What is your favorite Christmas movie? And mine has got to be A Christmas Carol. Although, and I watch all the different versions, even the cartoon ones, and I love them all. Oh, Kim's caught nads. Y'all remind me to say howdy to her when she gets in. Please, and thank you. So Karen, a Yarn Addict with Karen's going to be, we'll have a little bit of a break between 6 and 6:30 where you can grab a bite to eat. That's Eastern. Or skip to the loo or whatever. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, having a great time. You saw it too, Dusty? Yeah, it was cute. So, what is your favorite Christmas movie? But my favorite Christmas Carol is the one with Alistair Sim. I think it was in the early 50s. Starting to see some Christmas Chronicles and Muppet Christmas Carol, Whisper says. And Susan Romanelli says White Christmas. Jen says It's a Wonderful Life. Linda's Yarn Barn. Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Carrot Boo says White Christmas. You've loved it since you were little. The songs are great. Angel of Dragonfly says her favorite is Scrooged with Patrick Stewart. I like that one too. Hook Me Up says, does anybody know if Yarn Hag Ryan is okay? You know, I haven't seen her either. Charm Grammy says the little drummer boy. That's a sweet one. Pat Dancer agrees with It's a Wonderful Life. Crotchety put up Karen's link. Thank you. Is Crochet by Night Ronnie still here? Angel wants to know. Angel of Dragonfly Crocheting Things. Dusty Cat said that one is yours too. And Mimi said, yes, Mimi's still here. Pat Frazier said Frosty and Rudolph. It just isn't Christmas until you see the Grinch, Dusty says. I agree. I put on all the old, I told you I love the Rankin Bass movies and all that. Let's see, Butterfly Crochet with Jeannie says to a Yarn Addict with Karen, she will be there. She has enough time to feed the horses, her dog, and herself. And then she'll be there. She said, will we have yarn to see? And Dina's putting the prayers up. Lori Armstrong's cousin Tammy, second bone marrow, shows no cancer. Thank you, Jesus. Praying for good numbers so she can be home for Christmas before round 2 begins. Dawn with an E. Mother-in-law, her mother-in-law passed. Jeanette says, hey to everybody and everybody she missed. And Flower Tammy says A Christmas Carol. And I'm having to control the chat. It's just easier for me to do it up here than I'm not looking up, down, up, down, up, down. And Crazy Poppy Lady's in the house. Maybe she's been in the house. And Linda says, oh, Jeanette, she likes that one too. And Jeannie, Butterfly Jeannie's, oh, I already said that. Tabby said A Christmas Carol. Okay, I'm going backwards. Sherry Van Slyke said Christmas Grinch. Jeannie said she's been wondering about Yarn Hag Ryan too. She's not been on in a while. I'll try to see if I can ask around. Sissy, are you still here? Do you know? Does the Zoom group know anything? I haven't been to Zoom in forever. Pat Netzer says, oh my goodness, Angela from Crazy Poppy Lady's here. There's Crotchety Marianne put my interview back up. If y'all just came in and don't know it, Ronnie from Crochet by Night interviewed me yesterday. So she's got a video up and that link is coming around. Maribel said, someone said that Yarn Hag Ryan has been away working and busy. Okay. Chris Daryl Rose Elrod said, the drummer, little drummer boy, and It's a Wonderful Life. Barbara Regal Baker says she doesn't have a favorite. She's going to watch again later. And then everything got away from me. Been helping boyfriend set up Christmas present, a new laptop. Yay. And a Yarn Addict with Karen says, I have yarn. So don't miss Karen at 6:30. You don't want to miss the yarn. Sherry B. Watson's we got the Texas girl in the house. She said her daughter's test came back. She has no COVID. Yay! And she said, thank you for a prayer. She does have the flu. And Dina's continuing with our regulars. Linda, just a crochet sister, although she did have a recent heart attack. Nicole's father, he had a lung transplant, double lung transplant. Consuela's in here. Madonna's here. She said, favorite Christmas movie, Die Hard. And she said, Ryan is fine, super busy at work. Thank you, Madonna. Crazy Poppy Lady is here, but she's sewing on some numbers, so she's not chatting. She's busy. She's listening. Sherry says she's going to be sitting here watching while I knit. She needs to get another pair of socks done. And V steals the show. Okay, Crotchety's already got it. I'm behind. Cindy Hart's in the house. Hey, Cindy, you got 2 stacks of boxes as tall as you that you need to open. Well, girl, get at it. Angel says later this week, video from her opening her win from Crochet by Night and Deep in the Heart. That's Jules. Donna saying hey to Trisha. Everybody saying hey to Madonna and this one and that one and Cindy. Dina says her favorite Christmas movie is Elf. Okay, have you ever had a white Christmas? And here in North Carolina, I only remember having one not long ago. We may have had as kids because we had more snow back then. But normally our snows in North Carolina in the central part didn't usually come until January or after. Cindy said her favorite's Miracle on 34th Street, the original. Okay, so have you ever had a white Christmas? Dusty Cat says, I'm in Canada. Of course I have. Whisper says, several. Yeah, you folks up north probably do, but here it's kind of and when we have had, the one I remember recently was we were coming out of church and it started snowing, just real light, but it was pretty. And my Florida kids were up, so that was good. Actually, that time it did snow pretty good bit. It just started out kind of not that much. Jen says several white Christmases, but not lately. And Jeannie says, Dragonfly Jeannie, Butterfly, sorry, says the only one she remembers is when she lived in Asheville And now that she's in Carolina, when we get snow, it's always after Christmas. Flower Tammy says, too many. Crotchety said we had White Christmas 3 or 4 years ago. Same year your aunt moved back to Germany. And Linda said, yeah, but not as a kid. She grew up in Arizona. Kim says, yes. Does white sand count? Brenda said, if you want to count it. Really talk about snow, though. I love the beach, though. Oh, I love the beach. And Craft Grandma Gina says she's hoping not this year. Consuela said, yes, she was born in New York. And Angela said, yes, we had some deep snow in the 80s. Last White Christmas was about 3 years ago, and you're part of the UK. And Dina's putting up my link. Hey, Cameron. You usually always do in Michigan. Pat says in Dallas, Texas, maybe once. Yeah, it'd be kind of rare there. And Karen said, Yarn Addict said, Becky Bramlett, didn't it snow here a few years ago on Christmas? Do I remember the storm of 78 that New York had? Girl, I don't. That was back in my hippie days. I graduated high school in 77, so in 78 I was partying hardy. Cindy said, yeah, it snows here in March and April, and Cindy's in Alabama. Becky Dorian said, many years since White Christmas, where she is. May get a snowstorm this Thursday, though, she said. And Chris said, yes, I grew up in Massachusetts, now in Arkansas. Not so much snow here, but in 2002, we had 6 inches on Christmas. And Jeanette Maxwell says, I hope not this year, too. She's got to work. Bless her heart. I know how it is. I hate to drive in snow, too, because around here, one flake would fall and they call off, or they used to call off schools. I do exaggerate just a little bit. Crotchety said, according to her weather app, there's an 80% chance of snow here this Wednesday. Wow. Well, then I got to get to my sissy, Teresa Patton's, tomorrow and deliver her goodies. Dina said schools were closed for a week. You were years old? Christy's Creations. Hey. Okay, where do you spend the holidays usually? I know it's different this year and you're probably spending it at home, but where do you normally spend Christmas or whatever holiday is that you celebrate? Linda said in 1978, Northwest Arkansas had many feet of snow. We may have here too, but I don't. Y'all know me. I can remember things that happened to me in my childhood. I will, Mama Swift. I sure will if she'll let me. You might go. Although I haven't been around, but I have been out. Today I went to Hobby Lobby and today I went to Michael's. I was all masked up and washed my hands and the sanitizer and all that stuff because I sure wouldn't want to take her anything. And Consuela says, always, a bunch of y'all say, usually with family and at mom's, always at home. Consuela says, everyone comes to your house. Dusty says, at my daughter's. Becky Dorian at home. Madonna, guess where? In the liquor cabinet. Dina says, sounds like 78 was a snow year. Whisper Barb says she's usually the one cooking for the entire family, so she's not too unhappy about not having to cook for 21 people. I don't blame you. Angela, Crazy Poppy Lady, said, oh, doggone. Well, what did she say? She said, on a motorway or a plane, cheap flights. Jeanette said, I used to with my hubby and his family, but this year by yourself. Well, honey, we'll be here with you. Pat Dancer says at sister's house. Dina said, should have said she was 10 in that 78, I think it was. Genevieve says, home. Crotchety says, I reckon an elbow bump would suffice. That might be what it is. I've been backing up to people and doing a little butt wiggle, butt and back wiggle. But Sissy don't be standing up too much. Becky Dorian says, sounds like fun, Madonna. Yeah, Madonna, take a trip and never leave the farm. Cameron says, Christmas Eve, my parents, and go to your sister's house, and then Christmas Day, your aunt's house. And Chris says, by myself with my dogs and cats. And Flower Tammy says she usually has to cook for 15 people on Christmas Day, so she's not too stressed about it, so y'all getting a break. And Mama Swift say, putting up the crown for Madonna. And Pat Dancer says, Dina, virtual hugs before your trip. And Dina says, I'd rather cook for 21 than the 10 I cook for every holiday. Really? Cookie said, me and my cats, that's it. And Dina says, Pat Dancer, virtual hugs back. Becky says, love Madonna, place for Christmas. Yes, it is. Okay, how about, let's see, how are we doing on time? We got 4 minutes. Let's see. Favorite Christmas song. Favorite Christmas song. I don't know. Christy's Creation says that she usually hosts her family on Christmas Eve, in-laws on Christmas, and actually we usually go to Sue's house, the friend of the family who lost her husband, so it's probably best that we aren't doing that this year. And we usually do that on Thanksgiving too, so we didn't do that. Dina says, emails are your section if anybody wants to be in touch, or in your about section. Okay. Check Dina's about section if you want to email her. Jen says, oh, holy night. Quilty, I'll be home for Christmas. Crotchety, Marshmallow World. Mary, did you know? Sarah May says, that's a pretty one. Oh, holy night. That's mine too, I think, Karen. Dusty Cat says, Mistress for Christmas. I don't know that one. Angel says, I'm getting lost here. This year we're staying at my daughter's for Christmas Eve so we can see the grands get Santa. That's good. Suzanne says Silent Night. Flower Tammy said Blue Christmas. Linda said Oh Holy Night. And Butterfly Dreams Crochet with Jeannie Oh Holy Night. Dina says if we have friends and neighbors, it can be as many as, so you like to cook for a big group, as many as 30. Christy says First Noel, it's her middle name, and her birthday is the 18th. My daughter's middle name, Lindsay, is Noel, and she was born, and Teresa says she's full now, and she means it, I think. My eldest daughter was born in May, but I just like the name Noel. Chandra Gentle, hello, honey. Mary, did you know? Pat Dancer says, Crotchety says, the Vienna Boys Choir singing Silent Night in German. Love Wiggle Hug. Yes, Becky Dorian, that's what it is. Cameron says the Christmas song by Nat King Cole. Yeah, that's a good one too. Crotchety has 2 faves. And Jeanette says, rocking around the Christmas tree, Silent Night, and a bell song you can't remember. And a hippo. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. The bell song, is it Carol of the Bells? Do 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 do. I got to be careful about that. They'll be slapping me with a copyright. I must say, it don't sound nothing like that. My sissy says, Mary, did you know? Oh, and did y'all know it's 6 o'clock and my time is up? My 1 hour bladder's saying, it's time to go. And V's saying she's got to go to dinner. It's dinner time, y'all. We got 30 minutes, okay? Time it. And then I'll see you back over at Miss Karen, a Yarn Addict's house, okay? How's that? Bye, sweet people. And while we're over there, I'm going to be finishing this and starting on another one. Love y'all. Mwah. What song do y'all like better? Linus and Lucy's song or Jingle Bells by Frank Sinatra? Linus and Lucy song, probably. Love y'all too. Oh, Bev's here. And I got to go see my interview. I haven't seen it yet. See how bad I did. Ronnie did a great job. She did a great job. Love you all. Mama Swift, I hope you're feeling much better. I'm going to try to get on Zoom after I get back from Sissy's and hang out with y'all. I hope I do. Okay, be sweet. Don't be ugly. See you, Karen's. Boop, bitty, boop, boop, boop. Dina, be careful on the road. Boop. Boop.